great job up front by the offensive line.
Hall, McBride, touchdown right up the middle. And the Minnesota Vikings take the ball, march down the field impressively, and take a 6-0 lead.
Way to finish it off, too. And it's, again, Paul, it's on the ground. It's getting first yard.
He goes out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Blitz, hit, sack, wow! Fumble! Holy cow! The Vikings got the ball, first and goal from the 5-yard line. Jay Ward came out of the Swiss Army knife, but it was sharp and it was biting, and the Vikings have the ball.
Now that's the first example and what they're capable of when they decide to get aggressive.
First and goal. Hall, short drop, looks left, throws left, caught, touchdown! Abram Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. Abram Smith's first touchdown wearing the colors, and the Vikings have exploded to a 13-0 lead.
75 yards, combine on the ground through the air, get the touchdown. Defense goes out there, causes a turnover. Next play, put the ball in the end zone for another touchdown. So this group right here that's on the field right now.
He took the ball. Jay Ward came blitzing in and smacked him for a strip sack. Vikings scored a play later. So Tune's going to go with a deep shot. Left side, it's caught by Greg Dortch at about the 46-yard line. 26-yard hit, first down Cardinals. The team hasn't won a preseason game in 4 years. And low-key was kind of like, we want to win a game. So this game, we've seen Jaren Hall go on bootlegs. Tune on third down. Cardinals 0 of 1 on third down. Throws over the middle, and the pass is swatted away. Notre Dame.
Well, Sheldon Day doing a great job of realizing the quarterback is setting up.
38-yard try. Matt Prater, 17th year, Central Florida. Snap spot, and Prater's kick splits the uprights, and the Cardinals have scored.
If it's not there, pull that thing down and get some positive yardage.
Offset eye left. Hall, busted play. Taken down at the 41 for a rather significant loss. He's one of the defensive tackles on 2nd and 15 as Tune from the shotgun. He'll throw over the middle. He hung it up there, and it's caught. Boy, that was an interceptable pass, but Blake Whiteheart.
Jackson was in a great position. He just has to get over there a little more quickly. And if you're going to go with the hit instead of going for the pick, then you got to find a way to get that ball free. He'll be out punting pretty soon.
Yeah, Lucetta, linebacker and a running back. Who knew? Ball. Fade. Jackson. Oh, nice catch. No, he's out of bounds. Christian Jackson.
Yeah, that's the look that they wanted. You run the smash route with the outside receiver, and you get the go route from the slot. So for Jaren Hall.
You know, we got a fan question. One of the fan questions posted, this is from Skull_Troy. He says, who's been the best pass rusher that you've gone against so far in your young career?
And Sokol, those guys have an opportunity to make this team.
Vikings 1 of 4 on third down. Jaren Hall with a straight drop. Jaren Hall to the turf. Andre Carter, undrafted from Army, one of the edge rushers. Mercado gets the call, and Smith swallows him in the backfield.
Yeah, great job by TJ Smith just to feel that block.
Cards 1 of 5 on third down. This is 3rd and 10 from their own 20, trailing 14-3. Final preseason game. Tune is able to get away from the pressure for a second, but he then is taken down and sacked. Ross Blacklock, 4th year, TCU.
And again, you know, Blacklock's a 4th-year player. He's played in 40 games. He was a 2nd-round draft pick in Houston in 2020, so definitely has the height, weight, and speed. But that's what you want to.
And he's to the left of Jaren Hall on third down. Cardinals rush 4. The BYU rookie on a straight drop. Looks right, pump, sees nothing. And tries to run out to the right side. And he cannot get away from on-charging Cardinals through his first National Football League touchdown. Takes the snap on 2nd and 6. Throws over the middle, caught. Christian Jackson coming left to right. 5, 2nd and 5.
And this is the first play of a 2-minute type situation.
Minute to go. Vikings have 3 timeouts remaining. Jaren Hall steps up sweetly in the pocket, throws left, caught. Blake Kroll at the 18 rolls out of bounds, but he was down first, so the clock continues to run.
30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 46 seconds. Thank you.
Boy, that whole last play was nice.
His dad tried to teach him, you know, you don't need to play football. You get too beat up, try something else.
There goes Prohl in motion. Jaron Hall smacked at the 9 as he tried to scoot up the middle. Oh, he was hit, and he was hit hard, Jaron Hall. And played with the Minnesota Vikings this time last year.
Timeout. Arizona.
Joseph, 5 of 5 on field goals this preseason. Snap spot, make it 6 of 6. Greg Joseph knocks it through. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah joins us to begin the third quarter of today's game. Cardinals 1 of 7 on third down. Blau over the middle, and it is caught. No, it's incomplete. It nearly was a leaping grab by...
on the field is an incomplete pass.
Final play of the first half. And Blau and the Cardinals coordinated offensively by Drew Petzing, also formerly of the Minnesota Vikings coaching staff, opt to run out the first half.
There's a kid inside of me that's incredibly just can't believe that he gets to meet these people and share an organization with them.
Third down, Blau throws up a punt, and former Viking Davion Davis comes down with it. Touchdown Arizona Cardinals. It's 17-9. And along with Ryan, you've just assembled such a wonderful staff full of very smart people. Well, what'd you think of that story?
It's an incredible story.
Well, at least you can leave your mark on the NFL.
Jaron Hall from the shotgun on third down, 3rd and 6. Cardinals rush 4. Hall encountered. Hall is sacked. Zach has 2 sacks. 3 sacks. Zach McLeod, a Viking this time last year.
Well, Dean Lowry's a big reason why those guys were able to do what they did, and so we're gonna need him. Shoring up the run defense is absolutely something that's a priority.
And we could use him right now. Holy cow, with this Corey Clement. And we're talking about a Packer and a former Badger just gouges us. Clement was with Arizona last year, and he had 1 touchdown. 29-yard run by Clement. First down from the Vikings 30 with about 13 minutes to go. The last couple of years, now he's their head coach. Blau on a run pass option. He'll keep it, and he'll walk into the end zone. And the new daddy just scored on a 5-yard touchdown. It's 17-15.
The open field that you need to make, and you expect Gervais to be able to bring down a quarterback in space, and that's the matchup you want.
Look, this would probably be his favorite thing, be like water. Especially right now, you know, more or less we've been talking about pass rush and just, you know, helping out each other and the guys, and he's always like, you know,
snap spot. Prater. Cards lead. Jaron Hall has led the Vikings to the Cardinals 49 until that play when he was sacked. Jaron Hall sacked the play action with Alexander Madison simply because for receivers and tight end, which was last year, he also was solid. So big things are expected from KJ Osborne this year as Hall threads the needle beautifully to Jacob Copeland on 2nd and 17 for a Vikings first down.
You know, there's so much emphasis put on JJ, and rightfully so. And you look at last year
For KJ, having that background, that experience with Kirk Cousins is going to help him, I think, immensely this season.
All right, the snap spot. Joseph, ton of leg. 3rd and very short from the Vikings 47. Blau takes the snap, hands it off to Stevie, and Stevie Scott is buried for a loss of 2 yards.
This 2-minute drive thus far.
2nd down, Hall steps away, puts the ball on the ground. It did not squirt out. However, we have no timeouts. This clock's going to continue to run. 1:39, 8-7. Peter, the regular season is 2 weeks from tomorrow. It can't come quickly enough. And the Buccaneers are here. Give us your best 20 seconds on what you expect this season.
Well, you know, Tampa Bay's dealing with some quarterback controversy already, if you will, and just who they're going to have at that position. So I think it's up to the Vikings defense to capitalize